Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my makeup look I did on Friday for my date night with Connor. I'm obviously in no way qualified to tell people how to do their makeup, but here's what I did and hopefully it will help some of you guys to create the perfect date night makeup look. So I start off with a thin foundation base using the Kiko Liquid Skin Foundation, and then I apply the Curling Concealer to the blemishes and spots you can still slightly see through the base. Then I take the Kiko Hydrating Foundation in Light Peach and use it as a concealer to start contouring. I use a small brush to apply it under my eyes in a kind of upside down triangle shape. Then I put some under my eyebrows just to make them look a little bit more lifted, I guess. Then I take the Urban Decay concealer and I put that on my cheekbones, my forehead, the sides of my nose and round my mouth a little bit, and that's kind of how I contour. I don't know if people do it the same, but I prefer to use the liquid bases. And then I take my beauty blender and I just blend everything in. I know it seems weird using the same beauty blender to blend the same colours, but it doesn't actually make a difference. Or you can use two different blenders or a blender and a brush, just completely up to you guys really. Then I take the Kiko Hydrating Foundation again and I put that down the middle of my nose and kind of in another triangle shape on the middle of my forehead. I guess that's how you explain it, I don't really know. And then I take my beauty blender and I blend again. Now it's time for powder. I put just basically so much powder on the paler bits of my face. I don't usually put it on the contoured bits because I save that for bronzer. This is the Kiko setting powder, by the way guys. As you can tell, I absolutely love Kiko at the moment. Now it's time for eyes, so I take my eyeshadow brush and here I'm using my Krylon eyeshadow and I basically just put the brown bits in the corners of the outside of my eyes, and don't worry if it looks like this because you are going to blend it after. Just put it in the crease of your eyes guys, and then get your blending brush and blend it as much as you would like. Then pick another colour that you want. I picked gold here, and put it on your eyelids but don't go past your eyelid crease, but you can sort of put it into the brown bit a little bit. You need to try and make it look blended and as natural as possible. And once you've done this, just put a little bit more brown on the sides because you probably covered it with the colour that you've chosen. So moving on to eyeliner, I'm using my Kiko Cream Eyeliner, more Kiko. And to apply it, I'm using this felt tip collection eyeliner. That's actually empty, but it's got a really, really good tip on it. So I'm using that for my eyeliner today. Now I'm doing really winged eyeliner guys, and it absolutely terrifies me because if it goes wrong, you have to wipe the whole eye off, and that's not just eyeshadow, that's all the foundation around it and everything. So if you're scared of winged eyeliner, I suggest maybe doing a smaller wing. You just can't be scared of winged eyeliner, they can sense fear. And then after that, I'll literally just put a little bit more brown eyeshadow, because once you've put your eyeliner on, everything looks a little bit more dramatic and you don't feel like you've got enough eyeshadow on. So I'll just like carefully put that around the eyeliner and blend it without smudging anything, hopefully. After that I move on to mascara, and I'm using the Sheer Cover mascara that I've literally used for the last 2 years on like most of my nights out, because I just think it's so good. It's such good coverage on your eyelashes, and it doesn't go all like gloopy. So I put a little bit on my upper lashes and a little bit on my lower lashes. You don't actually need too much. And then after that I will put the Collection clear mascara on my eyebrows. I know that sounds weird, but it makes my eyebrows stand up a little bit more and look a little bit more like Cara Delevingne, because otherwise my eyebrows just like droop and they just look like slugs on my eyes. After that I'll do my contouring, so I'll use my Sleek 3-in-1 palette, although I've only got one bit in there still. And I'll just put that on my cheekbones, my forehead and down the sides of my nose. And then I will put my Collection pink blusher on. The face I pull when I put blusher on. And then after that I'll move on to highlighter. The highlighter I'm using is the Krylon eyeshadow. So it actually wasn't highlighter I was using eyeshadow as highlighter, but it just looks so good on my blusher. And then after that I put a little bit down the like end of my nose and the middle of my nose to make that look a little bit more highlighted. Then I'll put it underneath my eyebrows again. Makes it stand out a little bit more, like it defines your eyebrows a little bit, I think. And then moving on to lips, I'm actually using a red lip liner that I know I bought off eBay. I know that sounds really bad, but it works so good. I bought like a pack of them for 50p, like every single colour you can possibly buy. And then I use my Kate Moss Rimmel Collection lipstick. I forgot what that was then. And I just apply that with a brush, because then you've got more control of where the lipstick goes. And that's it, guys. There is your finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you did. And if you create the look, please tweet me some pictures. Like I said, guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I would love to try and smash 300 likes on this video. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.